Oh, looks like we're starting her off.
Oh, whoa, who?
Yeah.
Start there.
Let's jump right into it, I guess.
All right, so this is, how do we say this dude's name? Strategy?
Strategy, there it is.
Strategy, wow, there we go.
Way harder the way he wrote that out, though.
Yeah, with an I there.
I like it.
Good thing I'm an English teacher and I can figure out how to pronounce things. There's my master's degree at work right there, guys. That's why you do that.
That's why she went to school.
That's why I had a degree. Yeah.
All
right. Oh, a little bit of lag there. All right, some mass clicking there from Beast. Okay, so we're getting it started, and spotting down here in the bottom right-hand position on Antigua Shipyard, we have Impulse Esports' very own Beast. So we're going to see how beastly he is tonight against his blue Protoss opponent, who is Strategy, playing for Team Overdose. So I'm really excited to see what tonight brings. And if you're just joining us for the first time here at the ISTL, which is the Independent StarCraft League, I am Pyronia from Team RH Gaming, and with me is my wonderful co-caster, Joker from Impulse Esports.
What's up, guys? And we actually have a really important clan war here tonight because both of these teams lost last week, so both these teams need to win to stay in the playoffs of the ISTL. So this is a big game, and it's gonna be awesome. Impulse Beast is a very strong player. I call him the Beast of Impulse. He hasn't played. We had a nation voice and a few clan wars, but he hasn't got to play because we've been rolling up some teams lately. So he has, I don't know how much practice he's been getting in. I haven't seen him play in a while. So he does have a really good game against Protoss. But we will see the OD's very own strategy right now, and see what kind of game we're going to get for us tonight, guys. Thank you for tuning in. In the middle of games, we're going to be checking in the chat. At the owned chat, you'll see a little chat box at the bottom of your screen. You can click on that. Me and Pyronia are going to be checking that frequently. So right now, we're just getting into the game. Let's get it started.
Yeah, for sure. Nothing too exciting so far. And this is actually the Blizzard version. So there is the gold there in the middle, and you can spawn in close positions. So that is why Strategy is checking there. In the GSL and MLG versions, you actually can't spawn close, so it's only cross. And there aren't golds there, so that's why both players are checking.
Yep.
And I think Overdose last week, they got 4-0'd, right?
They did.
Yeah.
They got 4-0'd by, I believe it was FTAC's Fantasy, and a really strong player. So Overdose is going to look to put themselves back on the map with a few wins possibly in this tournament.
Yeah, and it was a much closer series between Area 51, which is a really established team, and Impulse. So, we'll have to see. But Overdose, they're a brand new team, really just sort of getting out there for the first time. So, I think that there's a little bit of growing pains as well there.
Oh, definitely, and maybe they were caught a little bit off guard in the first ISTL. I noticed a lot of them were kind of taken back at how organized this is and how they really got to be serious about this, because teams did put money on the line, guys. There is a prize pool for these, so they're going to try to bring out their big shots right now. We do see Beast going with the engineering block to block any expansions from Strategy. That's always a really good play.
Yep, and that's nice too. And since since Beast is going for his fast expansion, that's really going to put Strategy really far behind, and it might force him into going, not fast expand. Although he does have 2 gates, so it's not a typical fast expand build, anyways.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if he knocks this down and tries to do a little pressure. At least goes poke up at the front. Beast, notoriously known for not building bunkers at the top of his ramp, so could be pretty scary if we do get a few Zealots out here, knowing that Beast only has Marines. But right now, Beast is moving to the middle of the map with 4 Marines, just to try to get a little vision. And those engineering bay, Beast got a pretty good build on that, so it's taking so long for those stalkers to kill that, delaying that a long time.
Yeah, we have 2 gateways, so it looks like he's maybe wanting to put on some pressure, because he is chronoing out a bunch of stalkers there and getting warp gate research. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, warp gate's just about done. I think you're absolutely right. We do have a probe going to go out probably to do a forward pylon, but right now Beast sitting at the top of that Zelnaga tower. He's going to be able to snipe that. But I think you're definitely right. 2-gate pressure is really strong, and Beast, once he spots that pressure, is probably going to want to drop a bunker down in his natural. And I guess maybe not, because we do see a Nexus going down, but We will see. It is going to put him behind right now. We bring up the unit counting station. Beast actually is down in worker count right now. So Beast has 23 SCVs to the 26 probes of Strategy. So Strategy, really good job keeping up with that economy. Beast just drops a scan, sees the 2 gates, and now we got a decent group of stalkers actually moving across the battlefield right now. Beast really doesn't have a whole lot to combat this. He really needs to pull those Marines back, but those stalkers are going to be able to chase him down and probably pick off a few of them.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried for him actually here. He is researching concussive shells, but he doesn't have any Marauders currently out. The first one just popped, but that is a lot of stalker pressure there. So they clean up the Marines. He did get 1 stalker down, and the other one's had damage, but he's just now starting the bunker. Yeah,
he's in a lot of trouble. That bunker's not going to be done.
Oh, that's me so close.
Yep, and you're absolutely right. A bunker did drop at the top of Beast's natural because he thinks he's going to lose it down here. He needs to pull up. He's pulling his SCVs now and he's going to lift that supply depot in just a second and try to hold this off. But this is a lot of pressure from Strategy, and Beast is in some trouble. Those concussion shells are going to be nice, though. But
oh, he really needs to lift off that command center because he can at least get the mules. But I think he might have waited just a little too long.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be close.
Yeah,
I think he's going to have to repair it anyways. Oh, I don't know. Oh, repair in the nick of time. But, this early in the game, with that many stalkers, you don't even waste minerals having to repair that,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, a really nice response to Strategy. So it looks like he did his damage, and he's actually just going to head home here. Not a bad decision. Yeah, there's not really a reason to go in for the kill. His expo is up and running, and if we look at workers, so he's actually maintained worker production. So he's at 36 to 30 workers there. So, he lost, 1.5, like 1 stalker there, and really just did a lot of damage.
Yeah, he played that really well. Really good job by Strategy, checking out the situation. It's not seeing the bunker and applying that pressure, forcing Beast to lift his orbital, and now he is sitting at a huge economy advantage, which Beast is going to have to pull something out here pretty soon to try to get an edge for himself. He is pumping out a lot of a decent bio army right now. He has stopped production of Marauders for a little bit. I think it's just because he's getting all that tech. He does have dual engineering bays, plus 1 attack and defense is just about to finish here, going for that factory. And Starport is going to be getting medevacs, so we're just going to get a big bio ball coming out of Beast here shortly.
Yeah, it looks to me like he's going to be going for some sort of timing push here, waiting for 1-1 to finish, waiting for Stim to finish, and combat shield. So he's really, I think, going to wait for all of his things to finish, get some medevacs out, and then go in for a really strong push, which might not be a bad idea. I mean, if we look at the production, we've got 9 stalkers so far, and not really that much else on the way because instead Strategy is just sort of opting to tech. So there could be a really nice timing here for him to hit.
Yeah, absolutely. Strategy did drop down that Templar Archives. We're going to see if he's going to use that for to get some storms here later on. But he has so many gates right now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going 8 gates right now, so he will be able to reinforce that army decently. Right now, Beast is moving out with that factory, going to be doing a little bit of scouting. I like his scouting path. He's not going towards the middle of the map to get sniped by those stalkers, but he's going to go be checking for a 3rd right now.
Yeah.
And landing it there to delay the 3rd of Strategy, if that's what he was going for. So.
And I believe so we're seeing Archons here, so wow, that's pretty big investment if you had enough gas just to build a bunch of Archons. So Charge did finish a little bit earlier, so he is going for the Charge-Lot Archon. Interesting mix. Normally you don't see Charge-Lot Archon quite this early in the game, I don't think. Seems like a really early timing for it.
Yeah, it's really early. It does seem pretty early, but right now Strategy is sitting on such a good economy. Beast is trying to push out with a little force, but Strategy's army is just too big right now. I don't think Beast is going to be able to do any pressure. He is going to try to elevate some units up into the main. Strategy is not prepared for that right now. He will be moving up there soon, but right now Beast is going to do a little bit of damage up in the main. Strategy now moving up into the main to combat that army. Beast with a little bit of dual prong attack. Looks like he's going to send his other army possibly up into the natural as well.
Oh, he needs to get out of there, otherwise he's going to lose everything.
Snipe that Cybercore, though. That's actually quite a big deal right now. That Cybercore takes so long. Beast tried to move back up into the natural as well, but he was thwarted away by Strategy's good placement of units. Really good play by Strategy. And Strategy's sitting pretty good right now.
Well, Well, that was actually relatively effective, though. He did get at one of the Archons. He made them sort of run around the map, and it did delay production there, and there wasn't really anything happening during that from strategy. So, not that bad. Unfortunately, just from a tech standpoint, he does have those upgrades, but he's just behind as far as tech. Ghosts are on their way. Are they going to be there soon enough, though? I'm not sure. And they're not going to have that much energy.
Yeah, we got a huge push coming from strategy. Beast did snipe that cyber, but the thing is, strategy's going for that Archon Zealot mix that he doesn't even need that cyber really to reinforce this army, and this army's going to be coming up here very shortly. Beast only has one bunker at the top. He's going to want to try to repair that, but with those Archon splash aim, it's going to be so hard.
Yeah, definitely. He's not... Oh, there go the SCVs. So I think he is prepping for that there. Oh, and strategy decides to turn around. Ooh, mental gymnastics there. That's got to be a little bit frustrating. So we did have a nice little, scout there by this stimmed Marine over here who sort of saw where the army was. And yeah, so strategy decides to just pick up and go home. Oh, looks like we've got a little drop over here in the main. I don't know if that's why he's bringing his entire army back, but maybe. And that drop is going to get away unscathed. Alright, so it looks like Beast might be, so he's getting prepped to take a third here, and it looks like Strategy wants to take his third as well. He did clear away that factory.
And I really think Strategy kind of missed the timing right there. Beast had a really small army, and Strategies looked really strong. But right now, what's going to play a big factor is Beast has that upgrade advantage. Strategy right now sitting on 0 upgrades. Beast's 2-2 is going to finish here shortly. And once that takes effect, that can be huge in these upcoming battles, especially if that bio ball gets any bigger.
Yeah, and he does have ghosts out. He's getting more in production, so he's going to have EMPs as well as snipe. So both of those great against zealots and archons. So that's going to be another thing. And we've got this little drop is doing more harass up here. So even if they're not that effective, it's just really obnoxious, and it's going to keep a little bit of Strategy's attention just diverted from doing what he actually wants to do.
Definitely.
And wow, Beast is doing a good job of spending his money. Strategy, however, is sitting on a ton of minerals. I mean, he was floating 1,000 like a while, and he's not maxed out.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of gas. We are seeing a lot more High Templars being morphed in close to Beast's base at this proxy pylon. Going to be turned into Archons here shortly because we do not have Storm researched yet, do we?
No, I don't think so.
No, we don't have Storm. So we're going to have a lot of Archons coming up here. But if Beast can get some good EMPs on this army, it's going to be really effective. Those Archons absolutely melt, but it's a really scary force by Strategy right now, breaking down the wall of Beast's third, and we might have an engagement here very shortly.
Yeah, I mean, he's been just jumping a ton of SCVs over into that third, so he either needs to get out really fast or he needs to plan on prepping for that. He's still doing little drops here and there, a couple drops over at the expos, but here comes the army.
Here comes Beast's army out, but Strategy's army just looks so much bigger right now, and we're going to see if we can land some good EMPs.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah, Strategy, I think, maybe just seems a little bit flustered here. He's got all of these other, little drops going on, and, one time he sent back his entire main. So it's almost like he's not sure what to do.
Here comes a big attack, and Beast not microing his army for a little bit, possibly working on a drop, and now he's going to be getting those charge lots all up in Beast's grill. And Beast is in a lot of trouble. All those Archons still remain, and I think he's out of Ghost. This might be GG.
This might be. He did have a decent number of ghosts, but I only heard like 1 or 2 EMPs go off. I mean, he needed to just be smacking down EMPs left and right there.
Yeah, that army was Strategy. I mean, it could have been okay if he would have traded for a few of those Archons, but most of those Archons still remain on the battlefield, and he's in a lot of trouble right now, losing that third.
He's
trying to wall up
now.
Damage,
well, he's done some damage with those drops, but not nearly enough. I mean, if you look at Harvesters, it's 62 Harvesters of 33. I mean, his upgrades are phenomenal, but, if you can't reinforce your army, it's not going to do you much good.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to wall up here, up at his natural. He's getting really low. He's almost mined out at his main. His natural is getting low on minerals. He doesn't have that many harvesters. And right now, Strategy making a good decision, poking around the map, making sure Beast doesn't have any hidden expansions that he does not know about. And then he should be macroing a decent army here to go in for the kill here shortly.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at the supply numbers, it's 175 to 79. You know, I mean, that's just,
Oh yeah, that
you know, to
tells the
come back
story
from
right
that, it would
there.
have to take some sort of crazy, you know, if strategy just sits here for like, you know, 20 minutes or something, then, you know, there's the potential. But if he decides to attack anytime soon, I mean, there's just no hope.
Yeah, and that is so many Archons right now. Only 2 Ghosts in Beast's army, so combating those Archons is going to be almost
Mhm.
impossible once they move in. That splash damage of those Archons are going to be so incredible. Beast sitting on just a terrible spot, trying to get another command center back up. Strategy playing super safe right now, just dealing with all these little bit of drops that Beast is doing. And I guess just waiting for his timing right now. It should be here pretty soon right now. He feels real comfortable, I think. He's just
Mhm.
messing around with a couple of these drops. Beast is trying to stay annoying just to stay back into the game. Right now he's trying to go establish a third, but Strategy sees it, and Strategy is now moving on Beast's army. And this might be the last battle here soon. Strategy still, you know, playing safe. He's checking around everywhere. Almost too safe.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing. Like, you know, I mean, I guess maybe he just doesn't know how far ahead he is, but you know, he's got to know. I mean, he's
Yeah,
checked all of
that's
the
the thing.
expansions. Like, you know, I don't
And
know. It's almost like he's playing with him. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I mean, that's the last expansion that Beast could possibly be at right now, so he should
Mhm.
feel pretty safe to move up on this
And
army.
we've got
Beast is
this.
trying to get. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so we've got like a double expand here from Beast, and he is getting up in supply. So he's made a gain of about 40 supply, well, 30 supply, I guess. You know, he has a lot of ghosts with energy. I don't know. I mean, there is a potential here that there could be a major snafu.
And here comes a big stim by Beast, dropping down a few EMPs on these Archons, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Those
Yeah, I
EMPs
don't
have
know.
such a small radius, and here come a really good concave by Strategy. Those Archons are absolutely melting that army. Beast trying to fall back into a few more bunkers back up in his in his third, but Strategy's army is too great, guys. This is going to
Hmm.
be.
Yeah, I think at this point it's definitely gonna be a GG. You know, the supply there is just plummeting for Beast. You know, I think strategy though was walking a really fine line there. I think if strategy would have waited like 2 more minutes, I think that would have been a very different battle.
Oh yeah, you're
You know,
absolutely
so
right.
cutting it a little close for my taste.
Yep, and this looks like the final push, guys. Going to be knocking down that bunker coming up. There's the GG by Beast, and OD takes the first game.
All right. So Team Overdrive up 1-0 to Impulse Esports. Uh-oh. So Beast, you know, started off really nice, handled that push extremely well. You know, and then was being really great with some very annoying drop harasses, just harassing everywhere, but it just wasn't enough to combat that really fast tech. You know, that was a really fast Charge Archon. So
Yeah, I was actually surprised because, you know, having that